Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's story is something very different. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that you are the only person left in the world. No friends. No family. No one to talk to. Just you, silence, and the empty world around you. This is the story of the last man on earth. He opens his eyes just like any other morning. Sunlight falls on his face through the window blinds. Everything looks normal at first. But soon, he notices something strange. The fan isn't moving. His phone has no signal. The clock has stopped ticking. He gets up, calls out for his neighbor, but no one answers. The air feels heavy, almost still. He walks outside. The whole street is empty. Cars are parked, but the drivers are gone. Doors are open, but no one inside. There are bags of groceries left on the road. A swing moves gently in the wind, but no child is there. It feels like time stopped, and everyone just disappeared. At first, he doesn't panic. He thinks maybe there's been an emergency evacuation, maybe he missed some big announcement. He tries to turn on the TV, but it's just static. Radios are silent. Every phone he finds is dead. He calls out again and again, "Hello? Is anyone here?" But the only thing that answers him is the echo of his own voice. He spends the whole day searching. Walking from street to street, store to store. He opens doors carefully, half expecting someone to jump out. But no one ever does. The city is quiet. The silence is so strong that even his footsteps sound loud. As night comes, fear starts to grow. He locks himself inside his apartment, lights a few candles, and sits quietly. He never realized how scary silence could be until now. Every small sound, the creak of wood, the wind outside, feels like a threat. He tries to sleep, but his mind keeps racing. What if everyone is really gone? Days pass. He tries to stay busy, just to keep his thoughts away from fear. He eats what he can find, walks around, and searches for other people. But no matter how far he goes, it's always the same: empty roads, empty houses, empty cities. He feels small in a world that suddenly became too big. Weeks go by. He stops talking to himself because the silence always wins. Then one day, he sees a mannequin in a store window, and for some reason, it makes him smile. He starts talking to it as if it's a friend. He even gives it a name. It sounds crazy, but it makes him feel less alone. He finds an old car and drives through the countryside. The world is still beautiful: green trees, blue skies, birds singing. But without people, everything feels different. He begins to notice small things he never cared about before. The sound of leaves in the wind. The way rain touches the ground. He starts to realize how much noise humans used to make. Now, nature has taken back its space. After a few months, loneliness becomes his biggest enemy. He talks to himself, sings to the air, writes messages on walls. "If anyone is alive, please find me." He keeps repeating it, hoping someone will see it someday. One day, he finds a working radio and starts recording messages. "This is Adam. I'm alive. I'm in the city. If you can hear this, come find me." He plays the message every evening and waits. But there's never an answer. Still, he doesn't give up. He decides that if he's going to be alone, he'll at least make the world a little better before he's gone. He starts planting trees and flowers. He calls it his garden of the gone. Every time he plants something, he imagines he's doing it for the people who once lived, for the kids who played in the streets, for the parents who loved, for the friends who laughed together. Years start to pass. His beard grows long, his hair turns gray. But somehow, he finds peace in his new life. He starts to accept that maybe he'll never meet anyone again. But that doesn't mean he can't keep living. He learns to fish, to grow his own food, to survive. He keeps moving, from one city to another, leaving messages everywhere. He paints on walls: "We were here. We lived. We dreamed." It becomes his way of remembering humanity. He doesn't want the earth to forget who humans were. Then one morning, something unexpected happens. While walking along the beach, he sees footprints in the sand. They are not his. His heart starts to race. Someone else is alive. He follows the prints for miles, shouting, crying, hoping. But the footprints disappear near an old boat. No one is there, but near the fire pit, the ashes are still warm. He waits there for days. He leaves food and water, writes a note saying, "You're not alone. I'm here." But no one comes back. Still, for the first time in years, he feels something powerful, hope. Even if he never meets that person, just knowing that someone else walked this earth gives him strength. From that day, his world changes. He smiles more. He talks to the wind as if it carries his words to the other survivor. He doesn't feel completely alone anymore. The silence doesn't scare him now, it comforts him. It reminds him of everything that once was, and everything that still can be. He spends his last years recording his thoughts, his memories, his dreams. He writes about the smell of rain, the taste of his mother's cooking, the sound of laughter in a crowded market. He wants the future, whoever or whatever it may be, to know that humans were more than just noise. They loved. They hoped. They cared. As time passes, nature grows wild. Trees rise through broken buildings. Rivers run clear again. Birds build nests inside old cars. The world heals itself slowly, beautifully. He looks around and realizes that maybe this is how it was always meant to be. One evening, as the sun sets behind the mountains, he sees a small flicker of light far away. Maybe it's just a reflection, or maybe it's a fire. He can't be sure. But he smiles anyway. Because even if it's not real, it gives him peace to believe that someone, somewhere, is still alive. He sits quietly, watching the sky turn orange and gold. The wind feels gentle on his face. For the first time, he doesn't feel afraid of dying. He whispers softly, "We were here. We mattered." The camera slowly fades as his voice echoes through the empty world. The sound of waves fills the silence. The planet continues to spin, alive, free, peaceful. Even though humanity is gone, the memory of it lives on through one man who refused to give up hope. He may be the last man on Earth, but his heart still beats for everyone who ever lived. And that's the story of the last man on Earth, a story not just about being alone, but about finding peace in the quiet. About understanding that even when everything ends, love, hope, and memory still remain. Thank you for listening to this story. If you liked it, make sure to share it and comment what you think. Maybe someday, someone will find your words too, and know they're not alone.